students, welcome back to YouTube channel schoolquiz.com. As you know, my name is Danish Agarwal. As we have started our chapter number 1, that is matter in our surroundings. Matter in our surroundings, in which we have covered our topics, that is what is matter and what are the characteristics of the matter. What are the characteristics of the matter? And now we will discuss some important terms which will help in understanding the difference between states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. But before this, we will discuss some important terms which will help in like drawing difference between them. So we will discuss one by one. First of all, we will discuss that is what is rigidity. So let's start. That is chapter number 1. Chapter number 1, matter in our surroundings. Matter in our surroundings. Matter in our surroundings. So we will discuss some important terms. Some important terms. That is, first of all, we will discuss that is rigidity. That is rigidity. So what is rigidity? Like which does not change its shape. Which does not change its shape. So first of all, we will discuss that is what is rigidity. So we will start, that is rigidity. Rigidity. So it is the property due to which the property due to which an object retains its shape and size. The property due to which an object retains its shape and size is known as rigidity. So what is rigidity? The property due to which an object retains its shape and size is known as rigidity. As we know, that is solids are rigid, whereas liquids and gases are not rigid. That solids are rigid, whereas liquids and gases are not rigid. As we know that solids have a definite shape and definite volume. That they have a definite shape. They are rigid. They maintain their shape and size. So next one we will discuss, that is after rigidity we will discuss that is compressibility. So as the name indicates, that is compressibility, that we have to compress something. So what is compressibility? So compressibility is the property due to which a substance reduced to its lower volume when force is applied. When force is applied is called compressibility. As we know that solids are negligible compressible. In case of compressibility. But in case of liquids and gases, it occurs. That is gases are the most compressible. Whereas liquids and solids do not. Gases are the most compressible. gases are the most compressible, whereas solids and liquids do not. Gases are the more compressible, whereas liquids and solids do not. As we know that how gases can be liquefied with the help of compressibility factor, that we will put pressure on that and when we can compress the liquid. For example, we have written that is when force is applied. Suppose a molecule of gases are there. Like when we apply a force, they come closer and they get liquefied. So when we apply the pressure, then we can compress the gases. So third one is that is fluidity. So what is fluidity? That is the property due to which a substance tends to flow is called fluidity. That which can flow, that is called fluidity. And we know that is gases and liquids can flow. Gases and liquids can flow. Hence they are known as fluids. Hence are known as fluids. So we will use a common term that is fluids for liquids as well as gases. We will use our term that is fluids for liquids as well as gases. Now we will move to our fourth definition. Fourth one is that is filling a gas container. So it is filling a gas container. So particles of a gas move freely. As we know, that is particles of a gas move freely. In all directions and occupy all the space available to them. Suppose we will put a gas in a room, that it will occupy all the room. That's why in case that, because they have tendency to flow and they will move in all directions and they can occupy all the room. So all the space available to them. Hence gases can fill up the gas container completely. So they can fill up the gas container. Next one is that is shape. So what is shape? That is the geometry. The geometry of an object. Is called its shape. The geometry of an object is called its shape. So as we know that is solids have a definite shape, but liquids and gases do not. But liquids and gases do not have a definite shape. Now we will move to our sixth important term. Sixth one is that is kinetic energy. That is kinetic energy. So what is kinetic energy? When particles move, they possess which energy? That is kinetic energy. They will possess kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is the energy of particles of matter, due to their movement, is called kinetic energy. That is Ke. That is kinetic energy. When particles move, they possess which energy? That is kinetic energy. So as we know, that is gases will have maximum kinetic energy, where solids has minimum kinetic energy. So suppose if we want to like the increase in kinetic energy, what will we do? We will apply more temperature, or we will raise the temperature, So you should remember that as temperature increases, kinetic energy also increases. That particles will move faster. As the particles move faster, the kinetic energy will increase. Next, last term we will discuss, that is density. So what is density? Density is mass upon volume. What is density? That is, density will be equal to mass upon volume, or we can write it as the mass per unit substance, the mass per unit volume, of a substance is called density. The mass per unit volume of a substance is called density. And as we know that solids will have maximum density. As their particles are closer, quite closer. So in this volume, that mass is more and volume is less. If we talk about in case of like liquids, that is mass will be less and volume will be more. So we can write it as that solids will have maximum density, and gases will have least density, and liquids will have intermediate density between solids and gases. Liquids will have intermediate density between solids and gases. So why I have why I did comparison of solid, liquids and gases in these terms, because it will be helpful when we draw the difference between them. So this is all about today's topic, that is some important terms like fluidity, rigidity, compressibility, density. So, but these terms are very simple, but discussing one time it will be helpful to better understanding, helpful for better understanding. So I just make one video on that you will understand to know that what is fluidity, what is compressibility, etc. It's a very basic topic. So this is all about today's topic, that is some important terms of chapter number 1, that is matter chapter number 1, that is matter in our surroundings. So thank you very much, students. Thank you very much.